a very bizarre sort of a protest is being mobilized, and it's being mobilized by the Congress party just around when Rahul Gandhi, by the way, we are hearing that he's returned to India today. He's returned to India today to attend the summons and, of course, try and oversee what is left of the Rajya Sabha elections tomorrow. And getting in more news now that the Congress party is planning a satyagraha. They're calling it a satyagraha, otherwise protest in front of ED offices. They're going to be protesting in front of ED offices in all states across India. In Delhi, all parliamentarians and CWC members will march to the Enforcement Directorate office alleging misuse of Enforcement Directorate. In the National Herald case, both Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi have been summoned, and they are now planning to march to the Enforcement Directorate office. And we're all wondering what's glorious about skipping summons. We'll get some political reactions to the story as well. And the big breaking news update right now, the BJP is questioning this entire what is being called show of strength by the Congress party. Wonder what they're trying to prove, because first they delayed the summons. They asked for more time. Rahul Gandhi was out of India, landed in India today, we are told, and is now planning to protest along with his party leaders. So that's the story so far. And on the 13th of June, this is on Monday, Congress planning to stage a satyagraha in front of ED offices in all states across India. In Delhi, all parliamentarians and CWC members will march to the ED office alleging misuse of Enforcement Directorate. Anuj is joining us. We'll go across to Abhishek as well, because Abhishek is sharing some breaking news information. Abhishek, it's not the first time that they will be going in a few numbers or hundreds or thousands, because even during the bail hearing as well, Gandhis had gone with several people in tow in 2015, isn't it?
Absolutely, Niranjan. So, I mean, look at the contrast. When Narendra Modi had to appear before a special investigation team sometime in 2010-11, the manner in which he went quietly on the day that he was asked on the first summons, he went and spent whatever time that the SIT wanted him questioned. He submitted himself to the questioning, came out. And now we have Gandhis. They go to take a bail, thousands in tow, and almost in a procession, as if this is some kind of celebration. And now, next time when they are summoned, they don't appear. They have some alibi. Mr. Gandhi is traveling outside. Sonia Gandhi has COVID. And then when they have to appear on 13th, when Rahul Gandhi has to appear on 13th, Congress party does all that it can to create a drama around the event. Now, God's sake, it's a summons in a corruption case. I think Shehzad Poonawala joins us over the phone. Shehzad, we are told that Congress party is going to stage protests outside the ED offices across India when Rahul Gandhi goes and submit himself to questioning by the Enforcement Directorate on June 13th.
You know, this is not the AICC All India Congress Committee, it's the All India Corrupt Committee and now All India Confrontation Committee. Abhishek, rightly said by you, when the Honorable Prime Minister was Chief Minister, he cooperated with the procedures, even though it was a vindictive witch hunt that was being done against him. He went to the SIT. For hours he was grilled. He never confronted, he cooperated. But here, because these people have lots to hide, और इनका पंजा भ्रष्टाचार का पंजा है, the manner in which they've looted public money, the manner in which thousands of crores have been usurped by them, property of thousands of crores has been usurped by them. So they want to socially isolate from any kind of accountability. Hence, Sonia Gandhi makes an excuse of COVID. She is isolating from accountability. Rahul Gandhi is talking about protestation and confrontation, not cooperation. Ironically, they have been challenging every day कि आइए कार्रवाई कीजिए. जब कार्रवाई होती है तब ये रोने लगते हैं, तब ये विलखने लगते हैं, तब ये कॉन्फ्रंटेशन करते हैं, तब ये बहाने बनाते हैं. So this shows the true character of the All India Confrontation Committee, All India Corrupt Committee.
Shehzad, you know, but then they are saying it's a political witch hunt, so it's okay if they turn it into a political event.
You see, Abhishek, you have been following this matter. These Gandhis who are out on bail, baildhari Gandhis had gone twice to High Court and to Supreme Court to challenge the reassessment income tax order. Did they get any relief? For so many years, this case has been going on. First, they say that nothing is being done. When procedure of law is followed, then they say this is vendetta. Did they get any relief from any court of law? And they can still go. They have the most talented lawyers in Abhishek Manu Singhvi and others. So they can go to court of law and take relief, but they are not getting any relief. And therefore, they're trying to only play a victimhood card. You see, you and I have PAN card, Aadhaar card, ration card. They have permanent victimhood card. And ironically, Bhrashtachar ki choti bahan, Aam Aadmi Party, when ED acts on them, this Bhrashtachar ki badi bahan says, very good, good action, good action. When karwai is done on Bhrashtachar ki badi bahan, then they say very bad, very bad, very bad. So, these Bhrashtachar ki dono bahne, Aam Aadmi Party and Congress Party, both play the same victimhood card whenever the law acts on the corrupt.
Well, Shahzad, you are broadening the broad side. You are including the Aam Aadmi Party and the other parties also. But I think there is definitely a sense of entitlement which makes the Congress Party believe that they can turn a summons by the Enforcement Directorate into a political show of strength. We have seen that the Congress Party did that earlier also in 2015, I believe, when they had to go and appear before the High Court in Delhi for bail. Thank you so much, Shahzad. Anuj, our correspondent, joins us live on the story. Anuj, Rahul Gandhi has just returned from a longish foreign assignment for the Congress Party, or a visit on, we don't know whether it was personal or on behalf of the Congress Party, but what is important is he was out of the country for a while, even as the foot soldiers of the Congress Party were struggling with the Rajya Sabha polls, and their leaders have been shunting their MLAs to safe havens till the time voting happens, because they believe they could be easy meat for poaching. Anuj, tell us why the Congress Party wants the ED appearance of Rahul Gandhi to be a political show of strength.
Well, we need to understand it, Abhishek, that this is not the first time when Congress Party is planning such kind of event or want to portray the message like this, that this is the show of strength by the Congress Party, or want to show their unity to the public, that everybody backs Rahul Gandhi, because this is going to be Rahul Gandhi who has been called, and as you pointed it out very rightly, he was not in India when he was called earlier by the Enforcement Directorate. Now it is going to be on 13th. But the Congress Party seems like to be itself very confused. They called a meeting today. There it was decided that what exactly has to be done. They called all the MPs, they called all their representatives, that they want it to be a political event. They want it to be a show of strength on 13th, that's Monday, when Rahul Gandhi is going to go to the Enforcement Directorate. But we need to understand that Congress Party always has done the same, because as we were talking earlier also about the same, when they went toward the Patiala House Court, when they went to Patiala House Court for the bail, and then too we have seen how this was a show of strength by the Congress Party. There were numbers of Congress Karyakartas, MPs, MLAs who were present at that point in time also. And again, they want to show the strength on the ground, and that is why this particular meeting has been called, where this has been decided that now this is going to be the time on 13th, on Monday, when Rahul Gandhi will be there in the ED. Now you have to do the Satyagrah. But they need to understand that this is official. This is all official. This is all legal. The investigation point is legal. The Congress Party has been always calling it a witch hunt, a vendetta. And again, the line remains the same. The line remains the same. But this is going to be the, again, show of strength by the Congress Party. They are going to do the Satyagraha, what I've been told. There are going to be numbers of Karyakartas of the Congress Party, including the Youth Congress, including their MLAs, including their MPs. So they all are going to be there. The message has been given directly from the top brasses. Directly from the top brasses, that this is the time. There you have to reach to the certain point, and from there we will be moving toward the Enforcement Directorate. Same was repeated, like we have seen the same at the time when Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi went to Patiala House Court. So this is going to be the repetition of the same. So this is not the first time, what I'm telling, that this is in the habit of the Congress Party to make such kind of thing a political event. Yes, Abhishek.
Right, Anuj. Right. Congress party there now wanting June 13th appearance of Rahul Gandhi before the Enforcement Directorate to turn into a political show of strength. We have to move on and an FIR against AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi and how he reacts to it.